What's up, y'all? It's the Metal with Iron Path Iron Mind Personal Training. Today I'm going to go ahead and cover an accessory exercise that I think a lot of, not just powerlifters or power builders or bodybuilders, I think that anybody in general can benefit from, and it's a pretty slept on exercise. It's pretty simple. All you're going to need is some sort of resistance band. This is just a fit band. I have plenty of bands from Elite FTS, Monster Minis, Micro Minis, all the good stuff. And we're going to go ahead and cover something that's really easy to do. It's called a band pull apart. Okay, so a band pull apart is literally exactly what it sounds like. You're just going to take a band and you're going to pull it apart. Now there's multiple ways to do this, okay? So I'm going to show you one of my favorite ways that I start with clients on, okay? It's usually just to kind of see what, because a lot of people don't really do it, the rear delts are never as strong as they think they are. And it's really hard to connect to muscles in your back area anyways because you don't see them, and we're humans, so we rely on what we see to relate to something or connect to something. You notice how it's easier to connect to your biceps or to your triceps or to your chest than it is to squeeze anything in your back, so this is really going to help you reinforce that muscle-mind connection between you and your rear delts. All right? So, people who can benefit from this, anybody who wishes to improve their posture, anybody who needs help learning how to properly, pack their scaps down during the squat, bench, or deadlift, proper cueing, it really good. It's really good for building specific hypertrophy to the rear delts and creating that upper shelf for the squat. It's really good for learning how to control the descent on the bench. Works good as a stabilizer for that anyways. They're just a really good exercise, and I think everybody should probably be doing them. I like to do them before every workout as a warm-up, like every workout, whether I'm training my squat, my bench, my deadlift, chest, back, legs, whatever. I'm always doing something with my rear delts. Even on my rest days, I use these for active recovery. I'm going to show you how I teach my clients to do them. I'm going to show you different ways to get them done, all right? So, first way, you're going to go ahead and take this and put it over something, whether it's a power rack or whether it's a post or a door hinge, something like that, all right? And all you're going to do is create this little triangle here, okay? See how I have 3 points? There's the point where it's holding and the points where my hands are at, all right? Now I'm going to knot it up like this because I want to create as much tension as I can within this short distance. And this is all I can really show you while I'm still in the camera. All right, so now all I'm going to do is retract my shoulder blades. See that? I just pack them down, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And I'm not using my back to do it. I'm trying to put as much emphasis as I can right here on the rear delt. Okay, so you'll notice you have your frontal delt, your medial delt, your rear delt here. Your rear delt is the one that really makes your shoulders pop out. Okay, so I want to squeeze that as hard as I can. Now what you have to remember is that this muscle, it's not a huge muscle. You don't need to move some obscene amount of weight in order to get something out of it. You need to focus on the contraction of it. Now if you can move bigger weight with it, that's great. But for what, like I never saw anybody, high five, like that's a lot of weight you just rear delt flew. Like doesn't make any sense, right? They're an accessory, you should treat them as such. So, second favorite way to do these. I like to take both ends of these, wrap them around the hand. Let's say I don't have anything to hook it on. Create as much tension as you can. Pull your shoulders back. Pull your neck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I like to do them in sets of, I like to do them 2 ways. I either go with a lot of repetitions, right? I'm never letting tension off of that back, or I do it for a certain amount of time. Third favorite way to do these, take your band, wrap it around the post, or around your bar of your rack, something, anything to that degree. Create as much tension as you can, pull back, and retract. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now you have to remember, instinctually you're going to want to try to pull with your back more than anything. I want you to try to put as much emphasis here on the rear delt. Okay? That's what it's for. Now, it's going to be really hard to connect with that muscle, but I promise you do enough repetitions and you'll get it. I hope this helps. I know I'm not the best at exactly explaining some of these exercises. I'm trying to break them down in layman terms without talking about anatomy and the physiological concepts of it all. I'm trying to keep this for the everyday Joe such as myself, you know, somebody who just wants to be a little better and look a little swollen. So hope this helps.